You're listening to the No Limits Radio Show on the Vets on Media Network.
All right, thanks for being here with us. We are having a fun time. We've got a whole lot of sparkly now. A whole lot of sparkly. Wow. I really want a tiara. I'm just saying. Like,
here, you can wear mine for the show.
Can I really? Like,
of course.
Is that a...
do you want me to come crown you?
Oh, no, don't feed into her stuff.
How much you want to bet Christina's in this pageant next year? How much you want to bet?
This is kind of a radio.
Wait, and now I have to crown Savanna.
Okay, this is like the moment of my life. Like right here. I got sparkly on my head.
Oh, yeah, sparkly.
Oh my god.
It looks great. You really should compete next year.
Thank you. I'm totally gonna cry. Okay, I feel really weird having this on because this is your win.
Oh, it's okay.
But I loved that. I love it. You have no idea how much I loved that. All right. Hi. So, our first guest that just crowned me, we have Ms. Savanna Troupe. No, let me start over. Savanna Troupe, Miss Arizona, United States, 2014.
Yes. Yeah.
This is really like a mouthful because you got to get it
down.
You got to get it in the right order. Like you want to say Miss and then their name, but it's actually their name and then. All right. One of the greatest questions.
To be honest, I messed up pretty badly before I won my state title. I was Miss Glendale, and I turned in my ad page and I put Miss Gilbert. So if it makes you feel any better, I messed up my own title. Luckily, I caught it on time. I posted on Facebook, and my friends were like, "Since when do you live in Gilbert?" And I was, oh my gosh. So we got it corrected, but
there was a G in there. You know what? I'm so directionally challenged at times, so I can kind of appreciate that. Glendale, Gilbert, they're on opposite sides, but you know.
They both start with G.
Yeah.
So was this your first? This was not your first pageant?
This was not my first pageant. I actually started competing when I was 18 for the same reason Michelle did. I grew up in a low-income family. I'm the oldest of 9, single-parent family. So I was kind of told, hey, you're not going to be able to go to college. We can't afford it. Found out about a different system and found out they were giving out tons of scholarship money. And my baton coach at the time said, you know what? 1, you can get scholarship money. 2, I'm not going to give you your baton scholarship if you don't compete in this pageant. So I competed, and I got hooked because of the scholarship money. And I was crowned Miss Arizona of the America system in 2009. So I went to Miss America in 2010. And in that span of years that I was competing, I was awarded probably over $7,000 in scholarship money. So
that is incredible.
Yes. So this is not my first pageant. It's my first time competing in the United States system, and it was amazing. Every single woman that I competed against, I would be honored to have them in the crown as well. It really is a fun group of females, and we're all getting together already for dinner in a couple of weeks, so I'm very excited.
You know, that was one of the things that I found really touching as I was watching the queens from last year interact with each other. You could see that they have a really tight bond and that there's this sisterhood among them, and so I'm excited for you ladies that you are going to get to have that experience as well. It sounds like from everything you've told me that this is so much more than just the sparkly. I mean, this really is a great opportunity for kids to go to college. So if a parent was on the fence, what might you say to them to encourage them, or even if a young lady was on the fence, what would you might tell them?
About doing a pageant?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the scholarship money is one thing. Just being able to go on stage, I mean, Shar said how she felt when she was on stage, and the support that you get, and just how much you grow and learn about yourself. Like I said, I've competed for many years, and every year I just feel more and more comfortable with myself. And that's one reason why I actually got into this pageant just in December. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks being treated with depression, and I went through a really hard time in my life, and I have taught for 4 years. I was told I couldn't go back to teaching because they didn't think I'd be stable enough to return to the classroom in time before the end of the year, and basically completely gave up in January. And February I decided to, you know, make a difference and prove to myself that I could do something, that I could, you know, go out there and just be in the community again is something that I was looking forward to. And then I heard about the pageant. And luckily, I'm 28, so I barely made the cutoff. Yeah, I know. I was like, oops, I'm one of the older girls in the Miss Division. In the Miss Division. I know, Shar. You're not old enough to be my mom, though, Shar. Just so you know. No, you're not. No way. I don't believe it. You don't look it.
Well, thank you.
But anyway, so to get up there on stage.
Nice to each other.
I wonder if they like stab each other in the back behind the
Oh
scenes.
no,
I'm just kidding.
not Shar, not Shar.
Would you do that?
Not in this pageant, at least.
No, but the one thing about the pageants that I've seen is that it really is, like you said, a sisterhood. So you know, in sports and even your employment, school, it's like so much is a competition. You know, when you're at school, it's like who has the best outfits, who has the best car once they're a senior, or whatever it is. You know, everything is competition.
Right.
And it's funny because even though this is a competition, most of the girls, women, don't really look at it like that. They're not really doing it as like a competition. They're doing it for other reasons. So that's.
And I think a lot of that is
don't
because
realize.
there's so much community service involved. If you took away the community service aspect, then it would probably feel a lot more like a competition. Oh, I don't look as good as her in her bathing suit, or my dress isn't as pretty, or I didn't spend as much money. But everyone's thinking about the community service. So the night before our competition, we all got together. You know, it's late at night, and we have to wake up early for interviews, and we're all doing community service projects together in each other's hotel rooms. So that kind of takes away the competition part of it.
I think in any organization there's a top-down trickle effect.
Absolutely.
And because of the way that Patty Council runs things, and because of who she is, I think that filters down through the organization, through everyone's behavior. Now, what is your platform?
My platform deals with education. And like I said, it's because I grew up in a low-income family. So I want to be able to help other low-income students, and really just students in general, realize that they can attain any goal, whether it's going to college or, you know, just whatever job they want to have, anything after high school, and just helping them get there. So I've done a lot with the city of Phoenix and helping to open a few years ago College Depot, and they actually help students. They go and they help them fill out scholarship applications, financial aid applications, and really just anything that I can do to help kids realize that they can attain any of their dreams. Like I said, whether it be college or anything else, but I focus a lot on post-secondary education.
That's great. So you are the person that we are going to be coming to help us with filling out Sky's college applications.
Yes, or when Sky needs help on her math homework, because that's what I taught was math.
Sky helps me with math.
Okay,
2 plus 2 is 4,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
So
Balance my checkbook for me, Sky.
as a platform on education and a teacher,
Yes.
so what are your thoughts on Common Core? Just real quick, for it or against it. Okay, that's a whole other show.
30 seconds.
Yeah, completely difficult conversation to have, because I think that it's good that there are standards for everybody to follow to hold everybody accountable. However, I don't agree with the way that it's being pushed on teachers when you have students coming in at the 8th grade level where I taught, coming in at the 2nd and 3rd grade level, and I'm being forced to teach them 8th grade standards when they can't even keep up with a 3rd grade standard.
It's going to take a long
very
time to get
difficult.
them.
Yeah.
I wonder if I was tested on math, what level I'm at right now in my life.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I don't think so.
5th grade math is hard.
All right, so that was Savanna Troupe, Miss Arizona, United States. There, I got it that time. All right, we're going to come back to you for the greatness jar. Sam Anderson, Miss Teen, Arizona, United States, 2014.
Yes.
Quite a journey for you, young lady.
Absolutely.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what happened about 2 months before the pageant.
All right. Well, it's definitely been a whirlwind of 2 months, and I don't think I've actually had some downtime, especially with the pageant, and it's really kept me busy, and I've enjoyed that. But 2 months ago, both my parents died in a plane crash in Telluride, Colorado. And it was a really difficult experience because they were both pilots, and I'm a pilot myself. My dad was my flight instructor 7 months ago when I got my pilot's license. So it's been really difficult, but I thought to continue on with the pageant to kind of keep some more normal things into my schedule really helps me, move through the difficult times.
Sure. Was there ever a moment where you thought, I'm not going to do the pageant?
No.
No.
There was never a moment that I thought there's no way I'm going to do this, because pageantry has been such a big part of my life for so many years. And it was a weekend that my mom and I spent together, and it was something that we did together. But I have really good family friends, and my new family has really come along beside me and kind of held me on their shoulders and lifted me up a lot. And they went dress shopping with me. My new dad has been all about making sure that he can get everything together financially for me to participate in the pageant, and they're all for it. So they're really excited to, be a part of pageantry and be my new pageant groupie, as they say.
And
she says all that with a smile on her face.
I'm just thinking about the weekend that Sky and I just and the host loses it. Sorry, guys. I am so inspired by your poise and your courage and your ability to do this. I know that your mom was involved in pageants too, and that was an inspiration, and that your mom and dad are also the inspiration for your platform. So I'd love for you to share a little bit about the platform that you chose and what they do.
Absolutely. Previously, I worked with special needs kids and adults, and I will continue to work with them throughout my year. But I changed my platform from special needs kids and adults to Pilots for Kids, as it was an organization that my parents were very involved with, and they enjoyed flying with Pilots for Kids, because it's an organization that brings goods and toys to hospitalized children to kind of make their treatment a little bit more bearable. So to carry on my parents' legacy, I decided to change my platform to Pilots for Kids.
And so what is it they do? They actually bring in items to the hospital?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and there's pilots involved with this because we fly all over the country to deliver them. So if you're based in Phoenix, you don't necessarily fly to, or just don't necessarily travel to Phoenix Children's to deliver things. You may take a cross-country trip to New York or to Florida and different states to bring goods to these children.
So if people want to donate, would they be looking for items to donate? Or?
Items to donate, donations to keep the airplane fleet to continue flying, and just to support their system in general.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, if you don't, how old are you?
I'm 17.
And you have your pilot license?
Yes.
How old were you when you got your pilot license?
I was 16.
Wow.
So really,
did you get that before your driver's license?
No, I did not. I got
so
my
you got
driver's
your driver's license
right on my 16th birthday. But let's see. Hang on. I got my pilot's license on June 22nd, and I got my driver's license the December before that. So I was driving about 6 months before I got my pilot's license.
Because I know my daughter just got she's 16, she just got her license, and last night was the first night she drove from her father's house to our house, and then call me as soon as you leave. And I'm watching my phone for 25 minutes to see, is she going to make it? Is she going to make it? So I can't imagine flying. But
well, there's a lot less to hit
here's
in the
keys.
air.
Take the plane.
see you later.
Not a chance. Don't worry about it.
Poor Sky couldn't even go to the grocery store for a month, and you're flying to New York for dinner.
So do you fly by yourself?
I can. My father did check me out in a Cessna 172, but should I decide to fly another plane, I'd have to have my instructor sign me off, and my instructor can no longer sign me off, so I have to find another instructor to sign me off if I were to continue to fly. However, I have not flown for 3 months.
Wow. Well, your parents would be very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm sure they are. That's incredible. What a touching and inspirational story. I knew this was going to be hard.
I know. Because you won't.
Because I cry.
Can we go back to my platform question?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
So,
I still have questions.
Thank you. Okay, so you did mention that you had started with one platform, and then you changed to a different platform. So at the beginning, you had announced what your platform was. Is that right?
Well,
do you announce your?
You don't
like,
necessarily announce it. No.
Here's my platform.
Give me a megaphone. I will yell it. Not
Megaphone.
exactly. On the judge's bio that we submit about a month before the pageant, it has our community involvement and platform information on there. When I created my bio the first rough draft I created, I put special needs kids and adults. And as I went through the course of the last 2 months and I heard about my parents' accident, I changed the platform right before I submitted the judge's bio. So the judges never knew that I had another platform other than Pilots for Kids, but previous to this pageant I did have it, and it was visible on my bio. You don't necessarily announce it. The judges will ask you about it, though.
So Sam, basically, it's if you win,
Right.
then
Is that
that's
just
what
saying?
you're,
Is that what
that's what you're
going
focusing
into?
on
Okay.
for your, while you have your crown, you're focusing on that platform.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
that's what it.
And each of the queens have one big event or one big project that they have to accomplish before the end of their reign.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like an Eagle Scout. No.
I don't know.
Okay.
What's Eagle Scouts?
What's an Eagle Scout?
Eagle Scout's another show.
Eagle Scouts it's like the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. Eagle Scout, they have an Eagle Scout project, and to be finished out their project, they have to do so many badges like everybody else.
Okay.
But their big thing is they have to do one big community project.
So
Sounds about right.
That does sound
yeah.
right.
Okay. So do both of you have one big project that you have to do?
Yes.
And have you identified what that is yet, or are you still
Not really.
not yet?
Well, and we're only required to do one, but since Sam and I are both so passionate about our platform, there's probably going to be at least one a month at the very
Sure.
minimum.
Does someone come up and check on that, or how does that work? Like, how do you?
Well, they're posting it everywhere on
I don't know.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Our social media has really gone up,
Yeah.
and our data usage as well.
I'm sure that
Yes.
that Patty is very involved with. Well, and actually, Sky and Rob and I helped one of the queens with a sewing project. And Rob, you're gonna have to share the picture of. I'm not a sewer, and I will share the picture of me sewing, and you can see the joy and excitement of sewing. But that was her big project. So yeah, you can definitely share that one.
And she was sewing chemo hats. So
We'll share that on the No Limits Radio show page.
What was she?
She was sewing chemo hats.
chemo hats.
Okay.
Yeah, made out of light cotton. Okay, so definitely keep us posted on what your big projects are and if there are little projects along the way, because we really want to help with those. Now we have the Greatness Jar. So as we mentioned earlier, this is a jar that my daughter Sky Wagner created, and in our home we fill it with all of the good things that everybody does.
And now we've transformed it to pull a
This
question.
is the
and-
Greatness Question Jar.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you want a fun question, you can pick a pink piece of paper. If you want one that's a little bit more serious, then you can pick a purple card. There's no judgment as to what you pick. I will read the question to you twice. I really want that job.
I will read it 3 times if need be.
Okay, so since we started with Savanna, let's have her pick first.
I think we need something a little lighthearted.
A little fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read this twice. Oh, I love this one.
Oh,
All right.
boy. This is preparing us for on-stage question, by the way.
I thought this was one of the coolest things that they did. It was great. I really wanted to.
Where did these
The
questions
coolest
come
but the
from?
most nerve-wracking.
Oh, listen.
Yes.
For you all, I'm sure that it was absolutely nerve-wracking. In the audience, it was quite interesting.
Well, and what's interesting, I've talked to a lot of my friends and family. They're like, oh, they all have opinions about the questions now that it's after the fact.
Right.
But when you're standing up there
Absolutely.
and it's the first time you're speaking in front of hundreds of people in the audience, you're being judged and it's on the fly.
Yeah.
Everybody is incredibly nervous.
Yeah. I'm absolutely.
And you
sure.
walk off stage and everyone is like, what did I just say?
Right.
Yeah, everything's one out the other. You have
Yeah.
no idea.
Okay. So if you could have any superpower, what would it be, and why?
So I am.
You didn't read it twice.
Oh, sorry.
If you could have any
Fail.
super-
Fail.
Dang it!
But she read it so clear and concise.
I understand that, but I got yelled at because I didn't do it right. And actually, you said, you can't do the job. So, you can't do the job either.
So we're gonna have to take your crown away now.
I have residual effects of having that crown on my head. Okay, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Okay, so as I was about to say, I'm a people watcher. I would love to be able to be a fly on the wall, just to be invisible. My favorite places to go are Vegas, which is funny because I'm not a shopper. I'm not a drinker. I am a dancer. I am not a gambler. But I love people watching in Vegas. Airports are another place. And sometimes when I was a kid, I would always get asked, do you have a staring problem? And I would respond with, yes, I do. So if I could be invisible and watch people, then that would probably be a little bit easier.
Dang it, that's my answer.
Well, you're not going to get the same question.
Okay, then I'm good.
Okay, so AKA she wants to be a stalker.
Yes, I know I am a stalker. I don't want to be a stalker. I am a stalker.
So if we see you on the ID channel, we will be deleting the show.
Watch your Facebook, people. Watch your Facebook.
And isn't she the prettiest stalker?
Oh,
Right?
thank
Really?
you.
Yeah, like what
Thank
guys
you.
are going to call the cops on her?
None.
None.
We're going to get messages, please. Have her come stalk me. Would you stalk me?
And you're an arranged stalker now, so people
Yeah.
arrange to have you stalk.
Oh, there we go.
All right, Sam. It is, so we have Sam Anderson, Miss Teen, Arizona, United States, 2014. I just like to say that. Okay, she went for fun also. Okay, if you could eat only one thing for a year straight, what would it be? Don't worry, it's calorie free. If you could eat only one thing for a year straight, what would it be? Don't worry, it's calorie free.
Oh, the calorie-free part's pretty great.
I know, right?
Is she like 90 pounds soaking wet?
I can't have any calories.
I don't even know what a calorie is.
The little things that sew your pants tighter every night. That's all.
There you go. The things that sew your pants tighter. So it's not the dryer. The washer shrunk my clothes. It's the little thing that says I love it.
All right, I would have quesadillas. I love cheese, and flour is kind of great, so they're both put together is delicious. Quesadillas, I was really always a picky eater, and I still kind of am. So my mom and dad used to always give me quesadillas and yogurt because of the two things I would always eat without fail.
Together?
Sounds like a stomachache.
Quesadillas and yogurt.
Right.
Most people dip their quesadillas in sour cream. I just dip them in yogurt.
Well,
Greek
all I
yogurt.
know is if you keep eating all that cheese, it'll turn into cottage cheese on your hips. I'm just telling you, right here on the thighs. So-
Okay, but
But
you're
too
not
young.
eating any quesadillas right now.
No, I'm not.
When was the last time you had a quesadilla?
Well, 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Not gonna lie.
Oh, I think the two after the show, you girls should go have some quesadillas.
Well,
and
and
you
you-
can stalk people.
And you made the comment about no bread. I have to say, I was eating potatoes the entire pageant week. You have to have carbs, otherwise you cannot think.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I ate bacon before my interview.
There you go.
I mean, I just went down to the little restaurant in the hotel, and I just got like 17 pieces of bacon, and I just sat in my hotel room, and I ate my bacon while I was curling my hair.
Do you know what?
I had a pound of bacon.
So that's her winning secret.
Yes,
Eat
bacon.
What's your
Go
platform?
I promote
Pigs are
bacon
great.
eating.
And quesadillas.
Ooh, bacon and quesadillas. That's good.
Who are the big companies that supply bacon? They're going to be coming to us.
Well, right.
Oh, yeah.
Will you be a spokesperson for us?
We will sponsor everything.
That's right.
So, you brought up a really good point about needing carbs to think. That explains this last week because I've been on this, I haven't had a whole lot of carbs
Michelle, that was a
at
great
all.
face.
Yeah.
So I need carbs.
Wait, is this like the
I
thing
did
you
not
tried to do
tell
over the
you.
holiday season when you
Watch-
took?
It's with certain carbs, like sweet potatoes, red potatoes, not like pizza and unlimited amounts of quesadillas.
Oh.
Plex.
Yeah.
And not like a whole loaf of bread.
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
okay.
If you want bread, go for the Ezekiel bread.
Oh, I love that.
Write it down. Ezekiel. It's in the freezer section.
I don't even know how to spell this.
Ezekiel?
This is
Hold on, I think it's a book of the Bible, so that's what I'm
17-year-old
gonna go
pilot
with.
is telling you right now how to spell a type of bread in the frozen section that
She's
you're
a
never going to go
pilot.
by the way.
Listen, she's a pilot at 17.
Right.
Clearly, she's got me already. All right.
You might be right.
Clearly.
Clearly.
All right. Ladies, thank you both for joining us
Thank
today.
you
Thanks
very
for having
much.
us.
Again, if there is anything that we can do, I'm speaking for both of us.
I'll help too.
And Vets on Media. If there's anything that we can do to help you and your cause, your platforms, definitely let us know.
And we are competing nationally over the 4th of July weekend. So the competition goes from July 1st through July 6th, and we will be in Washington, D.C. for that competition.
Exciting.
I will be out in Washington, D.C. over that time. So
Oh, you'll have to come.
Oh, then
by.
stop by.
It's over and we'll go.
Oh, I think James would love this.
James would not love this.
James, absolutely. He needs to go.
Girls in bikinis? Not his thing?
Absolutely.
Even my
The
brother's coming. All right, come on, guys.
Yeah. I think that James would rather be there than a bar. I'm just saying.
I highly doubt that, but anyway, I'll invite him. But
Well,
all right.
wasn't it James that said
Yeah.
Rob shouldn't be in here in case his man card pulled?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Might
All
be
right.
a little different if we're in bikinis.
it might be.
I mean,
I think the only people uncomfortable about the bikinis would probably be the dads that are watching their girls in the bikinis.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, ladies, definitely wishing you both the best of luck. Keep us
you.
posted.
Thank you very much.
Want to know how it all goes.
Congratulations
And
on your
congratulations on your crowns. Amazing. One last question. Do you wear the crown when you go to check the mail?
No.
no, I don't. But the night of the pageant, I did ride home in the crown. My mom wouldn't let me drive because she was like something about adrenaline rush. Supposedly, I'm really excited. I don't know. Whatever. So she was driving home, and I was sitting there in the crown, just like, this is great. My little sister's in the back seat, like, are you ever gonna take that thing off? I am so done with you.
See, I would never take it off.
And she wouldn't.
I would wear it
That's how you
everywhere.
get more stalkers.
Like her.
Yes.
Got it,
I will
okay.
stalk you if you have a crown on.
Okay, well, on that note, we need to go on a break.
All right. We'll be back in just a couple minutes, and when we get back, we are going to learn about a great local organization that is helping the dreams come true of girls that otherwise might not be able to go to a big event, prom, and have something beautiful to wear. So, thank you, ladies. This is No Limits Radio. We will be back in just 2 minutes, so don't go away.